Hello guys, my name is Visgluigers and welcome to another video about World of Tanks, and today I'll be driving the Churchill VII. And the Churchill VII is pretty good vehicle, at least I think it's pretty good vehicle, but the main flaw about it is that it relies on its armor. So when you are in a matchup like this in a tier 8 game, you kinda cannot rely on it. So it kinda loses most of its meaning, since you cannot go face to face with most of your enemies. So here I was trying to get the October special, and I had been playing more than like 2 hours at this stage. So I was pretty pissed off about a lot of stuff. And I realized that, oh my god, there's only like this KV-13 and that MT-25 going into the town, and the MT-25 is dead. That I have to try hold these guys off, since they are only medium tanks, so I have a chance of bouncing them. If I would have gone to the usual heavy lane, where it's like all the IS-3s and all sorts of nasty big vehicles are, I would be vaporized so fast that I wouldn't know what hit me. So instead, I'm just stationed myself here, buying my team some time and hoping that they will actually do something. And sure, you know, there's gonna get some easy hits on these tier 6 mediums, but you know, I'm not idiot. I'm not going deep in the town, but oh hello, an IS-6 shoots me right on the flank. Now I should probably go behind that building on my front, like on the left side of the building, but I was just so pissed off that I just didn't think about anything. I was just like angling my armor, trying to make some effective shots. And we do not have any artillery support, but we have our ARL and Yak Panther close to the base, so I was hoping that they would give me some covering fire. And I don't know, this situation is pretty grim, so I'm just like, do all the damage you can, spot this SU-152, one more shot needed. No. And at this stage I'm like, okay, fuck this shit, just nah. You know, I was totally interested in this game. But this video is mostly about what it takes to get a win, a single win. I'm like very notorious for having a bad luck, but still I have managed to keep my win ratio 52. It used to be like 54, but I'm amazed it's as high as 52 these days. Because I tend to do reasonably well. If you're like considering, in this replay I didn't do anything great, but the fact that I was holding so many tanks as I did, I don't know how many there were, but there were like three or four medium tanks, and I kept them all at bay for like 4 minutes. Well, it's pretty decent for a tier 6 heavy tank to do, and I managed to do 825 damage that we know of while doing so. But this team just, yeah, we're losing 0-10, 0-11, and it's gonna get worse. It's just, this is the kind of teams that really destroy all your hope of getting that one win. You would like to have just one win, and you've been grinding that for like 2.5 hours, but yeah, That's not gonna happen, isn't it? No. You would so like to have a win, but no. How about that? So it was a defeat. It was a 50% game, and we lost so badly. 0 enemies killed, and they wiped out all of us. It's just, yeah, even though I did only 825 damage and just a little bit of spotting, I was the 3rd on XP. And I think I was also 3rd on damage done in a tier 6 machine on a tier 8 game. That is just quite sad, and this is exactly why I added this here, because it's just so sad. You know, if you're in an ELC, it's kind of a bit different, because the ELC is tricky and so forth, but the Churchill is like, if you can't get your armor to work, as in tier 8 games, you really can't. It's quite sad that the Churchill VII is the one leading the way. Yeah. So the second replay, I got to be the top dog on the Himmelsdorf, which is very, very favorable for the Churchill, because having very heavy frontal armor and, you know, very narrow paths and so forth, it's really, really the place where the Churchill VII wants to be, especially when being top tier. And I just decided, okay, I will go and try to hold the usual heavy tank lane here on the left side, and hopefully my teammates will do the other lanes and won't get themselves killed. I could be more aggressive in this game since I am a top tier heavy, but the resistance I will find in here kinda, I think that, you know what, let them make the mistakes. That I don't wanna throw my health away very early on. But these teammates just want to take the shots. But here is a perfect place for the Churchill VII. Side scraping here, the turret armor can hold, and I can just tear these poor tier 5 tanks away. Now we have these KV-85s who have a little bit better armor, so we have harder time penetrating them, but they will have very hard time penetrating us as well. They haven't scored a single penetrating hit. I have no idea how many hits I've received at this stage, but look at this KV-1. There's two heavy tanks that are both higher tier than you, and you decide to go ahead. I was just sitting here quite casually and, like, you know, they will have very hard time getting through. Now they actually managed to get some in. Don't know if that was a premium shell, don't know if it just was a lucky hit. Have no idea where it went. I was very curious that where did he get it in? Probably from the turret front. I have no idea. The score is even, and then our allies just go full on ham, just going for it. Now, I was quite concerned about the other flank. We're being overrun, but the Churchill is so slow that I was thinking that, god damn it, I'm just gonna press on and hope to aggro the enemies to come to me instead. Now with the great rate of fire, we easily picked this KV-85 apart. Now we have the other KV-85 and 2 KV-1s over there. Ah, not lovely. And there goes him. And what is that other Churchill doing? He's just... This is the most vulnerable spot he can find. And that's what happens. The Churchill is tough, but you need to use the terrain to your advantage. Now this KV-1 right there on the left, he will give me a lot of trouble because he have the derp gun. And he will every single time when he hits me do some damage. Because he's using the HE, as he should. Now I'm very concerned about him, because he can kill me in a couple of hits. But so I can kill him in a couple of hits as well. And I was totally tunnel visioning at this time on these guys. Look at the score. 8-13. Now that's not very good. We have only T1 heavy left, who just died actually. Now I'm left against all these 7 enemies, so you know, it's pretty much over. Oh, the KV-1 managed to come here. Killed him. That was really lucky hit. Now what I'm doing here is that I shoot knowing that there's no chance of hitting. But I will bait him to think that, you know, I have a long reload. The Churchill VII does not have a long reload. I'm pretty sure this VK is firing gold at me, because there's no way he should have penetrated me there. And we get capped. And this is like one of these that, how much do you have to do? You know, how much do you have to do for your team, even though when you are top tier heavy in a tier 6 game, how much do you have to do damage and absorb hits to get that one win? Just one. But okay, it just wasn't quite enough. Now this game I did 2554 damage, and it still wasn't enough. Getting high caliber steel wall and top gun in a mastery badge in a defeat, which is just heartbreaking. It's just so unfair. This was a 41% game, but still it hurts so bad to look at these scores and see that, oh my god, the second best player got like almost 1,000 and the third best get almost 900 damage. The rest were quite crap. But what can you expect? You know, I don't even know. I don't even know. It was just, the enemy team were just better. They were just better. Maybe it was because they had those 2 platoons. They did reasonably well, and we had 1 platoon that wasn't quite as effective. Now the third replay is a tier 7 game, but it's quite tier 6 because there's only like 2 tier 7 vehicles in our team and 3 in the enemy team. But I'm not very pleased about this map, and I totally take the route that I wasn't supposed to take. I was supposed to take, I don't know, some route to the middle of town, because this is just a artillery trap. But I was so pissed that I just, you know, hit the throttle and boom. And at this stage I was like, oh shit, I'm here. Now this is not very good. But we'll try to make the most of it, since we are so slow that we can't go back. Or we could, but it would takes so much time, and here's only those AMX-12Ts over here, so maybe we can make ourselves useful in this flank. There's a KV-2, I would so love to give some punishment to that guy, but I'm so worried about that GW Panther, because he can one-hit me. This is the top speed of Churchill VII. If you haven't played the Churchill series, it's very slow. And hello! An ass of a KV-2. Ah, didn't track him. One more, and get the hell out of there. Quite nervous about that KV-2 hitting me. That's the M44, and there comes the GW Panther. Quite lucky they both missed me. And the KV-2 missed me as well, so yeah. Now we're getting a bit more lucky, and oh hello, a tier 7 heavy. Well, no matter, the IS does not have a superbly good penetration, so what we need to do, try to hide the frontal armor and give so much angle to the side armor that there's just no way he can penetrate, at least the side. He can, with a luck, he can penetrate the front and the turret. There, tracking right there. He's not going anywhere with this red fire, and his reload is so bad that we can just tear him apart. And I don't know how we did manage to light him up, but doesn't matter. There's 877 damage to their top tier heavy tank, and that was quite satisfying. And I was feeling that, you know what, we're winning 8-7 at this stage. Maybe after a couple of hours of grind, maybe I will get the first victory of the day. 9-8, still feeling very confident. Trying to get the bum of this M6, and there were the T-43, who's a major threat. And there he is. Oh, he's low health. One hit. Two. Then this M6, and he's just panicking right now. Boom, Lorraine gets him. But the enemy has managed to pull the scores 11-12. Now the artillery tried to hit me there, probably the M44, which he could have easily killed me one shot. Yeah, it was the M44, I believe. And the Hellcat kills him. Now there's only the GW Panther, Cheeto, and the VK, who's right there. Now I'm hoping that I could engage this VK, because the Hellcat probably, yeah, he can handle the GW Panther, nails him, and the enemy Cheeto gets our Lorraine. Now I was hoping that my view range would prevent this VK from escaping the town, and the Hellcat is going for our base. But this was actually a huge mistake. The Hellcat is saying to go there, and I was like, okay. I was thinking that, yeah, he's probably there hiding behind a bush. But really, I think the VK took the first chance he got and went for our base. And it's right about now that I'm like discovering, oh shit, there's two enemies capping and I'm all the way here. And I was thinking about going to the enemy cap and letting the Hellcat intercept, but I was thinking that it's quite too risky. If the Hellcat does like interrupt maybe one and then die, it's an automatic loss. So I had to go to our base, but the Churchill is as slow as this. The Hellcat's pretty much doomed unless he has 6 skills. Unless he has like kick-ass skills. It's a one-shot for the Cheeto. Needs to get plant 2 to the Cheeto to kill him. The Cheeto is no longer capping. I was hoping that the Cheeto would be around here, but he gets the Hellcat, and the Hellcat can't get an ambush shot at him. Now at this stage I was like cursing myself, oh my god, if I lose this. And there we go, the Hellcat starts the blame train. But yeah, was it expected? Yeah. The thing that I'm worried about here is that the Cheeto is a medium tank and it's fairly mobile, and I'm the Churchill, which is not mobile at all. So I need to either get a jump on the Cheeto or hope that he's just so stupid that he will allow me to score 3 hits in him. But I don't think, he's on 3 kills. And he nailed the Hellcat with, he used some skill and get the jump on the Hellcat. So I'm feeling very nervous. I have no idea where to go. I really wanted to get the win on this one. I have 2000 damage already. So my hands were shaking and like fuck. And even though this is not like a monster game, not even close, but I really wanted this win. It was starting to be like 3 hours of gameplay. And there's the Cheeto. And I have at this stage run out of RNG. Look at these shots. Miss, another miss, 3rd miss. You cannot make this shit up. 4th miss. And the 5th one hits him. And he realizes that he needs to get the hell out of there. He's not gonna win a straight up fight with the Churchill VII. I probably have better rate of fire. I have 1000 times better armor. So he stealths. And I think the Nashorn will say soon that he's going for cap. Since I am so slow, it would be a sensible thing to do. But I'm going forward because I feel like that if I stay there, he knows exactly where I am. And he can really easily ambush me. So I'm checking if he's here. And I'm not surprised at all to find that he's not here, and the team is saying go for the cap. He's going to cap out, but I'm quite sure he's trying to go for my bum. So I turn back, and I would have time, even though if he would start the cap now, I would have time to intercept. And there he is, another miss. There's that hit, only 1 more to go. Can we get a hit? Guys, there we go. That was really satisfying. Now this was finally the win, and it was a 60%er. Yet I had to do 2342 damage in order to get the win, getting the high caliber medal. And the mastery badge, another mastery badge for the Churchill VII, claiming a shitload of these minor badges or whatever they are called. I get 1267 base experience, which is a really large amount for tier 6 tank to get. In this game, the Hellcat, even though he started to do the blame train and yeah, you know, all that normal usual stuff, he did well. And I understand that if you do 2000 damage, claim 4 kills, and you are there defending the flag for like a minute and your body is not showing up, whatever the reasons, it is frustrating. I understand, and I would be frustrated as well, but he didn't understand the fact that I was in Churchill VII that has a top speed of like 20 kilometers per hour, which is really slow. The rest of the team, yeah, some of them did okay, and then there were quite many people that did not do so well. For instance, the KV2. Yeah. The enemy team has the T-43, did really well. The Cheeto was also doing quite well, but I was so happy to be able to finally get the first victory of the day and actually get the October special going for me, because it was literally like this was like almost at the 3-hour mark that I get the first victory with the Churchill, and it was just so frustrating. I mean, so frustrating. You know you can't always win, but if you play like more than 10 games, you play like 15 games, and every single one of them is a defeat. That hurts pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And then you start to wonder that why the hell do I even play this game? But then you get the win and it pays all that off. It's so satisfying. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have to add that I am not a pro player, but I like to do these kind of videos anyways, and I hope that if you have these kind of replays that you are sick with one like the Churchill for instance, send me those videos. I would be happy to watch them and do maybe some do some videos about them. If I happen to have the same vehicles, I will add your replay to the video for everyone to see and kind of show the strengths of the vehicles and what they can really do in the right hands. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I see you in the next video.
Let's roll. Enemy armor is damaged.